Are you one of those people struggling with bad habits? Or maybe you're wondering how you can correct them. Well, guess what? Today is your lucky day because I have the pleasure of introducing Jackie Maclean. And Jackie is a clinical hypnotherapist who specializes in addictions recovery. But before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Bettina Jensen, and I'm a mindset mentor and a certified law of attraction facilitator. And if you want to know more about me and what I do, you are more than welcome to visit my website. But now back to my guest. As I said, Jackie is a clinical hypnotherapist who specializes in addictions recovery. And she helps people change bad habits, everything from nail biting to the more serious problems such as alcohol, cocaine, cigarettes. Over the years, she has helped thousands of business owners successfully overcome addictions to gambling, internet, video games, so they can get back on track and enjoy a successful business. Jackie works with people locally in Vancouver, Canada, and internationally as well. Her appearances on many TV and radio programs have helped thousands deal with issues relating to addiction recovery. So thank you, Jackie, for agreeing to talk to us about this ever interesting and yet very important subject.
Thank you, Bettina. Thank you for having me on the show. And as you're obviously aware, there are millions and millions of people who struggle with bad habits. And the unfortunate thing is, most of these people think that it's difficult to break these bad habits. You know, those negative, sneaky behaviors that instantly hit their way into our lives, you know, seemingly coming behind our backs. And, you know, most of us feel there's nothing we can do about it. That's really unfortunate that people believe they can't change those bad habits.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to hear how hypnosis can help us change bad habits. And before we get into that, Jackie, tell us, why do we have bad habits in the first place?
So, Bettina, my point of view, the way I look at it is that everything that we do in life is an experience. And this experience that we go through causes us to feel either good or feel bad. So it's just a story that we tell ourselves. So example is we are walking and we smell something bad. What do? We call it a bad experience. That's what we tell ourselves, right? If we are walking through the gardens and we smell a rose, it smells good. What do we tell ourselves? That was a good experience. So there's neither good nor bad. It's just a story that we tell ourselves that this experience was good or this experience was bad, right? Now what happens, Bettina, is when we experience something good, our natural tendency as humans is to want to repeat that experience. So if I go through the gardens and smell the rose, what do I tell myself? Wow, that was awesome. Let me go and walk through those gardens again so I can smell the rose again, right? Because when we enjoy the experience, we want to repeat it. Now, obviously, on the other hand, when we smell something yucky or don't like something, we don't bother repeating that experience. So those are simple examples of, you know, basic examples of what we call good and bad experiences. Now, other examples of experiences are what happens when we are that 19-year-old and we've gone for that amazing hip party and we have our first glass of wine as that young person. What do we tell ourselves? Wow, that was an awesome experience. Or what happens when we've taken that first puff of cigarette, right? Now, for some people, they get a high when they use cocaine or they use marijuana. For other people, they go to the casino and it's like ka-ching, ka-ching, I've got all that money coming in, right? When we get this high, those endorphins are released in our body, in our system. Now here's the catch, Bettina. The catch is our subconscious mind remembers all these wonderful experiences and it stores it in a database, in our hard drive. And our hard drive is our subconscious mind. It stores all of our behaviors, all of our habits, all of our beliefs. So our belief is when you tell yourself, oh, that was a good experience, that becomes your belief. That drinking that drinking wine is a good experience. It stores it in your data bank. Now the same is for bad habits. So what happens? So let's say Bettina is stressed after a long day of work and taking care of kids and, working with your amazing law of attraction business owners, and you're stressed after a long day at work. What happens? Bettina's subconscious mind says, hey, I remember, a few years ago when she had that first glass of wine and she felt relief and it was a good experience. It calls it up from the bank, from the data bank, and it says, why don't you have a glass of wine, Bettina, and enjoy, relax for the evening? Can you imagine that happening, Bettina?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So for some of us, it's like after a long day of work, it's like, hey, I want to have that, a puff of the cigarettes. Now, that's all good and dandy. But what happens is when that glass of wine now becomes 4 glasses of wine. And now that becomes, a bottle of wine every day. Now we are going down slippery slope. Now we have, all the bad things that happen in our body, heart disease or cancer or whatever those things. So those are the problems. And that's how bad habits start. Is that making sense, Bettina?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, but Jackie, can hypnosis really help us to stop those bad habits? Like, for instance, biting our nails or procrastinating or doing other negative compulsive behaviors?
Yeah, absolutely it can. And again, the bad habits like our nail biting, we call it a bad habit, but it's really comes from a place of fear and anxiety. Procrastination also, most people believe that procrastination is somebody being lazy. My sense and my point of view about procrastination is it's really a place people are fearful. So it's like we have fear of failure and we have fear of success. So again, biting nails comes from a place of fear. So during hypnosis or practicing self-hypnosis or going for hypnotherapy is getting help to find out where the first time it started so that we can stop that habit right there and then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fabulous. Yeah.
Yes. It really sounds like that.
Yeah. And the reason is hypnosis is simply a tool. Hypnosis doesn't do it. Hypnosis is a tool to help you communicate with your subconscious mind. Remember, we said our subconscious mind is the hard drive. So you get right to the hard drive, call up your file, which is, let's say, drinking too much alcohol or smoking cigarettes for 30 or 40 years, or biting your nails. You call up the hard drive, you rewire, which is you're changing the file, you're editing the file, and you're saving it. And once that is how hypnosis can help. It's communicating directly with your subconscious mind, telling your subconscious mind, even though I've smoked cigarettes for 40 years, I don't need to do it anymore. And we can replace that with a new empowering habit. So that's really the process of hypnosis and hypnotherapy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jackie, that's really amazing.
Yeah.
I understand you've been doing this for a very, very long time.
Yes.
I'm sure you've seen it all. But what are some of the common bad habits people come to you for help?
Most of the common ones are, people struggling with smoking cigarettes and cigars for many, many years. Like, that's the big one. Alcohol is a big problem. I work with business owners, I work with CEOs, I work with top executives. And these people are really awesome at what they do. They're fabulous at their business, but they have huge targets to meet. They're stressed and anxious. And again, like I said, at the end of the day, after a stressful day, what is our subconscious mind saying? It's calling up that file and say, hey, Johnny, you're really tired. Why don't you relax with a glass of wine? Why don't you relax with a cigarette, right? So those are the big ones. And the other common ones, again, are procrastination, nail biting, some people pulling their hair. Again, it's a stressful thing, or grinding their teeth, in their sleep.
Yeah.
So, these are binging on food, of course. That's another big one, right?
Yeah.
And some people who hide, they do these things behind closed doors, so people don't know about it.
Yeah.
But the other ones are really gambling, pornography, being on the internet for hours and hours. So these are the bad habits that really, harm people and their families, right?
Yeah. But what about willpower? Are you really telling me that I cannot break a bad habit with willpower alone?
Well, it's difficult because, remember, we have to go to the data bank. Willpower is accessed by our conscious mind, our analytical mind, our thinking mind. And what does our thinking mind say? Today is the last day I'm going to smoke those cigarettes. Today is the last day I'm going to have wine, right? But remember, we have to go to the hard drive, because that's where we have stored all of our beliefs, all of our behaviors, all of our habits, right? You can't just say, I want to stop it. I want to stop it. I will stop binging today. There is an easier way.
It's really exciting to know that hypnosis can help us beat the habits we hate.
Yeah, it's really awesome, because again, hypnosis is simply a tool that takes us right, otherwise, because the habits are automatic, right?
Yeah.
And now we want to make our new habits automatic, right? So instead of just smoking cigarettes, what new habit can you come up with, right? So when I work with a client, we decide what are the things that they really love to do. Do you enjoy reading a book in the evening? Do you enjoy going for a walk? Or do you enjoy jogging? Whatever it is you enjoy, we are replacing that bad habit, with a new empowering habit. And that's why, so that now the new habit becomes automatic. And that's why it's so good. And again, hypnotherapy is just being in a relaxed state of mind, where I'm communicating as a professional with your subconscious mind to make changes like this. That's why if you research, Bettina, you'll know that I've helped people who have smoked for over 50 years. Two of my clients smoked for 52 years, the others 30 years, 40 years. But two people, 52 years. So if somebody can smoke for 52 years times 365 days and can quit, you can make any change. That's what I believe.
Yes, it really sounds like that. But Jackie, do you have any advice for our audience?
Well, all I say is give yourself this gift. If you feel there's something holding you back, some fear, if you want to take the next step, but it's like, oh my God, I really want to do it, but there's something holding you back. Get rid of those blocks, get rid of those demons. Give hypnosis an opportunity, because, it's really a relaxing state. The worst that can happen is you will feel like you're in a nice, relaxing, mental massage. And the best thing that could happen is you would feel like you can let go of those gremlins for good, and you can change your life.
Oh, that really sounds Amazing. Jackie, I believe you have a special offer that you have kindly agreed to extend to our audience. Tell us about it.
Thank you, Bettina, for this opportunity. I love for your audience to take advantage of this opportunity. They can have my entire self-help library. And that library consists of 14 hypnosis audios, all from lose weight to your business brilliance, sleep peacefully through the night. There are 14 hypnosis audios. It includes 25 e-reports, like ebooks, e-reports, and one of my 80-page workbook. The workbook has valuable information, and you can have it all for only $47. So again, they can go to my website, www.thepowerwithin.ca, and take advantage of it. So it's 14 hypnosis audios, 25 e-reports, and one 80-page workbook, all for only $47.
Oh my God, it's almost like Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Day.
Yeah, it is. So what you're saying is that if our audience go to your website on thepowerwithin.ca/special, they can actually get 14 hypnosis audios, 25 reports, and one 80-page workbook.
Yes.
That's simply too good to be true.
Yeah. And the value is actually $275.
Oh my God.
Just for listening to this show, they can have it for only $47.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What a nice way to wrap this up. Jackie, thank you so much. It was a real pleasure to have you on this show, and I know our audience have received some amazing tips, and we'll love to have you back to teach us how to learn and practice self-hypnosis.
Yeah, it'll be an honor to come back and teach your audience to practice self-hypnosis. That'll be fabulous. That's a fun show, Bettina.
That would be a pleasure to have you once more, and that would be fun. Okay. So if you want to know more about Jackie and her special offer, you can go to thepowerwithin.ca/special. And if you want to know more about me and what I do, you can visit my website at focusandflow.dk. So thank you for being with us today, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.